Alright, YouTubers, I'm going to do a short video here on how to format a hard drive, do a full format. 90% of the time, people go to format a drive, they would go in here, and I'm going to use a thumb drive just for uh, the purposes of showing you. But anyway, they will do what's called a quick format. Now, that does not get rid of the entire drive in its entirety. Basically, it empties out, um, some of the folders and the main part of the drive, with leaving, the root folders and the root drive still intact. But to do a full format would be to zero out the entire drive to make it reusable and completely, fully get rid of everything on the drive. Which in some cases, if they wanted to still recover data, they would have to go through some really intense software and different equipment to do that. But what I'm going to show you is, how to fully format the drive, so that if you're wanting to start from fresh or you think you have an issue with the drive, etc., you could do a complete full format and recover the drive that way. And then if the drive has any kind of errors, then, after a full format and it's still showing errors, then you would know. But the first thing you want to do is go to the command prompt. I like to run it as administrator. Uh, and then you would go, once you're in the command prompt, type in disk part, hit enter. That's going to come up. Then you're going to type list disk. Press enter. Now this will list all the disks that you have, and you're going to want to choose whatever disk it is that you want to format. So in my case, I got a thumb drive in there. It's 14 gigabyte. These are my other drives on my PC. So you got to be very careful here that you select the proper disk, or you could, uh, delete one of your other drives that might have software installed on it or something else really important to you, and that would not be good. So you would have to select disk 4 in my case, press enter. Now once you do that, you're going to run clean. Now what this does, you just type in the word clean, is clean off the partitions on the drive. Alright, then you're going to want to create, since you've already deleted the partition, a new file structure, which is create the partition primary. And press enter. Oh, I think I've done this wrong. My bad. Okay, now the file structure and partition primary has been created. So once that's done, now we're going to go to the format process. And you can format it in exFAT or NTFS format. Typically, with Windows, you can do it either which way depending on the application you want to use the drive for. But I always do it just in NTFS. Oh, so you're going to do FS equals, if I can do this right, equals NTFS, and then press enter. Now this here will begin the formatting process here, uh, and will actually zero out the entire drive. So once that starts, um, you'll be able to wait on this to complete, and then you can assign the drive a letter, like whatever it's going to be. Like most cases, the operating system runs on C drive, but in this case, I'm going to assign it to whatever it automatically chooses. The system will populate that for you. So I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to come back whenever it's done, and I'm going to assign the letter, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, the disk is finally done. That normally takes on an SSD type drive, I would say, depending on the size, you're looking at anywhere between maybe 25 and 30, 45 minutes, maybe even more depending on the size. Now, I will tell you, traditional hard drives, mechanical hard drives, they can take between 45 minutes and extended hours, depending on the size of them. So once you're done with the format, you can come over here and just type in assign, and it will assign it. Once that is done, you'll see down here in the right hand corner, the drive has popped up. Now I am using, like I said, a USB drive, which in this case, it doesn't matter if it's USB, your main hard drive, a mechanical hard drive, any type of media format, any type, this will work on that. It will completely and totally fully format whatever type of drive that you want to format, instead of doing just a quick format, like I said, which is not very thorough and it's going to leave traces of data behind. So if you want to try to get rid of 99.9% of all the data on the drive and make it fresh and new again, this is what you would do to format the drive. Now, uh, sometimes, a lot of times, if you're doing like a traditional SATA or internal drive, you may have to go into your search bar and type in, because it won't show up over here in your Explorer. Uh, but a thumb drive will. But you may have to come in here and find the drive and then right click it and then do a quick format after it's all said and done for it to pop up here and show it as an active drive. So this drive right here is completely formatted. I just used it as an example. Now, uh, if for some reason, your computer crashed or an emergency purpose, you needed to format the drive completely and fully, and you wanted a complete fresh start so that you can install Windows. My suggestion is, and I've done it many times, I could probably even do a video for you if you'd like, if that was requested, where you could boot from, a Windows installer or USB drive or disk and go into your command prompt through there and follow the same process as I showed you here to format the drive. And you can format the drive there and set it up as a new drive within the installer. And then once you do that, you're good to go to install whatever operating system you may on there, Linux, Windows, and in some cases I've heard of people installing Macintosh or Hackintosh as they would call it on different computers. So, um, I mean, this process is, to me, above the best. There are third-party apps that will uh, say that it's for low-level formatting and all this other stuff, but it really is not. Don't fall victim to that, because it's just a paid service and a third-party app, and they want you to pay for, a service saying that it's going to low-level format it, and in reality, a true low-level format would have to be done at the factory with bigger equipment. So this here is going to be about the um, best and most full format procedure that you can use to actually completely and fully format and erase a disk. So I hope somebody gets a little help, or this helps somebody out there, and I hope somebody can take what I'm saying here and use it down the future to make their life a little easier. If you like my videos, I'm going to be doing a lot more. I'm going to try to do at least one video a day. Please subscribe, hit the bell, get notifications, and try to help my community grow. Thank you for watching.